Alright, what's up everybody? Another YouTube video here. Alright, so check this out. Down here, can't really see it with the lights on, but bam, we'll do that. This right here is my Gravity Epicenter EQ bass restoration unit. Up here is my my Alpine IVA W505 double DIN nav unit, Bluetooth. Here's my audiocontrol EQL, Alpine MRP F300 4-channel. Right here behind me is my Alpine M1000 monoblock. Up here we got two Alpine Type Rs. Alright, what I'm doing right now is I've got a track that I dig jamming out to. It's Hobson on his Raw album. It's called Nocturnal Rainbows. It's got good bass levels, good mids and highs. So right here, what I'm going to show you is, don't know how well it's going to pick up. Got way high range here, mids here, mid bass here, sub here, which is actually not the subwoofer channel, but the sub level for your mid bass drivers. Here you got your sub effect level, your sweep, your wide, your push on off switch. Right now I have them off. This is your bass level, your adjustment for left right, in my case it's front rear, and here is your total volume output for these four here. So right now I've got this one up about a little over halfway, this one at halfway right here, this one's about a quarter of the way, this one's halfway. I got the sub level for the sub effect level down, and I got the sub level down. What I'm doing back here on the EQL is I'm going to start making my adjustments up here on the top. These ones here across this top section are for mids and highs. This lower section here is for the bass levels. This is your input level, this is your output level. When you're setting it, wire everything up, just power and ground. Put in your input terminals for your RCAs here. Don't make this connection. Now what you'll do is you'll turn your stereo up to the optimal listening level. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down my heater because it's kind of getting a little noisy in here with that going on. Anyhows, when you're making your input level adjustment, you'll have it wired up on your power, ground, remote, and put in your inputs, and you'll start making the adjustment here until this light right there where my pinky is, kind of hard to see. I don't want to get too much glare off the hand light that I'm using. When that starts flickering steadily, back it off a little bit until it turns off and your input gains are set. When you do your output gains, you'll also watch for that light there. Once they start becoming steady, that's where you stop. You don't have to keep going full up. Now, as you can see, I got mine about 3/4 of the way up on the output and halfway at 0, which is vertical up and down for my input levels. That's got me squared away. So from there, I'm gonna go ahead and turn up my volume. Now it's gonna get loud, so you're not gonna hear a lot of talking, but I'm gonna turn it up. My listening level is about 20. I'm gonna go ahead and restart this track.
You think you're original?
Set my phone down for a sec.
You ain't original.
Put my headlamp on.
You were programmed to be you.
Alright, now maybe this would be a little more beneficial.
You're a slave and you don't even
I'm
know
gonna work from left to right
shit you think of
on both these. First I'm gonna do this setup,
Let's step out the box.
and I'm gonna turn the bass control up on the Epicenter.
How do we know if God
I'm gonna do
exists?
these
How do we know it's positive? Are you the definition of an angel or the opposite? If you lost your wallet and I found it, I would not commit to stealing it. But if the tables turn, then you would pocket it. See, I've been me for so long, but I still don't know who Hobson is. How come I'm the one my teachers used to have a problem with? I show my music to different labels, they ain't too fond of it. But in the underground, I seem to get so many compliments. Say my name and it's like people get afraid and shook. But if you take a look, you see I'm nothing like an angry crook. I'm learning hands-on, you busy with your face and books. I'm here to benefit the world, so heaven's where we're safely put. I'm not a devil, not speaking in tongues. I just want to touch your heart, I try to reach it in songs. I'm for rare child's futures on the streets with the bums. Because it's hard to become something so unique where I'm from. And the sun's down, I turn the rainbow so red in the air so high. It may seem so that I can't see, but the darkness provides the light for me. I don't wanna be lonely, and the moon is my only homie. If there's a higher power to show me, instead turn the rainbows. Obama's president, so what's it represent? Just because the niggas half black don't mean he's heaven sent. You're clueless to evidence, and all the minds he's messing with. His charming smile hasn't got my ass about this death for shit. Frontin' like he's truly Jesus, and all you fools believe it. The change he's making isn't good, that's just how you conceived it. It's like y'all broker than never. It's due to reasons dealing with self-beneficial plans and the movement he's with, Illuminati, or whatever the fuck they go by. That's the reason weird shit happens, and we don't know why. Why did Michael Jackson start his tour then have to go die? How did rap music go from really good to so dry? Real artists get shelved and rap ones get famous. To leave masses blameless, a smart mind is dangerous. And their rise, there probably ain't no real shit in your playlist. You just a product of what the government is creating.
Alright, now I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Volume's going to go back up. What I'm going to show you here is my bass level input here for the actual subwoofer is about 3/4 of the way up. Now I've got my sweep level, my wide range, and my sub effect level all halfway up. Now this one here, when you turn this one down to the left, you actually lose tone on the wide range. You start sweeping it back to the right, it starts picking it up. On the sweep, if you go to the right, you lose your tone, so you turn it to the left, which is counterclockwise, pick up your levels again. Now, getting this tuned can actually be a pain in the ass. You'll mess with this frequently depending on what kind of music you're listening to and what the bass output is. If you find a happy median, hey, good for you. I have yet to do that. I'm constantly adjusting these three right here. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these low-level inputs here, 31.5 hertz, 45 hertz, 63 hertz, 90 hertz, 125, and 180 hertz. These are bass frequency responses. And then here on the amplifier, on the M1000, I've got my gain right here and my bass EQ turned all the way down. My low pass filter, I never turn up. This particular amp is a 50 hertz low frequency response, goes up to 200 hertz. Now you can adjust it anywhere, I'd probably say between 50 and 75 depending on what kind of music you listen to. A lot of hip-hop, R&B. That's a position where I set it at its lowest. This one does not have a subsonic filter. The one I'm picking up hopefully in the next couple weeks is an MRX M240, 2400 continuous watts at 2 ohm. That's what my subs are wired at, so that's good because I don't have to rewire them when I get the new amplifier. That one there has a subsonic filter, plus it's also got the Rux knob, which is a bass control knob that I can mount up on my dash. Now, all these are turned down here on the amp, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these up. I'm going to turn the gain up about 3/4 of the way. That's kind of where I like it. A little past 0.05 volts. My bass EQ, I run at plus 6 dB. That should be more than enough to, you know, supply anybody with mean bass. All right, wait for this track level to start over again. I'm gonna exit out of here. I'm gonna take my bass levels here. I'm actually gonna drop these all the way down to -7. My treble level, I'm gonna take down to -4. Okay, most of my adjustments are off this EQ and this one back here. Volume level is going to go back up. Now I'm going to start tuning the subs.
Are you the definition of an angel or the opposite? If you lost your wallet and I found it, I would not commit to stealing it. Let the tables turn and you will pocket it. See, I've been me for so long, but I still don't know who Hobson is. How come I'm the one my teachers used to have a problem with? I show my music to different labels, they ain't too fond of it. But in the underground, I seem to get so many compliments. Say my name and it's like people get afraid and shook. But if you take a look, you see I'm nothing like an angry crook. I'm learning hands-on, you busy with your face and books. I'm here to benefit the world, so heavens will escape me crook. I'm not a devil, not speaking in tongues. I just want to touch your heart, I try to reach it in songs. I'm preparing child's futures on the streets with his bums, because it's hard to become something so unique where I'm from. In the sundown, I turn away my soul in the air so high. It may seem so that I can see, but the darkness becomes the light for me. I don't wanna be lonely, and the moon is my only hope. There's a higher power that show me, instead of not turning away. Obama's president, so what's it represent? Just because the niggas half black don't mean he's ever sent. You're clueless to evidence, and all the minds he's messing with. His trying to smile hasn't got my ass about this death for shit. Frontin' like he's truly Jesus, and all you fools believe it. The change he's making isn't good, that's just how you conceived it. It's like y'all broke it than never. It's due to reasons dealing with self-beneficial plans and the Illuminati, whatever the fuck they go by. That's the reason weird shit happens, and we don't know why. Why did Michael Jackson start a
so
tour
now
and have to go down?
I believe I've got it tuned right where I need to be. Now I've got I built my box a little off spec from what Alpine recommends. Their tuning frequency on theirs is anywhere between 32 and 37 hertz. That is 23 inches wide, 14 inches tall, 12 inches deep. Now mine is 15 inches deep, 23 inches long, and 14 inches wide. Now their port length is about 22 inches at 1 inch. I did 19 inches at 1.5 inches for my vent port, so I'm a little off spec. It took me to 39.5 hertz. I'm all right with that. You talk to Alpine on that and they'll just kind of tell you you're an idiot, but it depends on your listening level and types of music and what you want to tune to. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and hop out my truck, open up my doors, turn the listening level back up to its optimum listening level for me, which, you know, like I said, is 20. I'm about 700 watts underpowered on my subs, so it's not going to be extremely loud, but you'll definitely be able to get the gist of what I'm working with here. I'm gonna start off in the truck, and then I'll make a full sweep around it. Let me go ahead and find my remote here sitting in my pocket, and we'll get this thing going for you. I'm gonna go ahead and restart the track. Okay, it's paused. Here in a minute, once I get my doors open, actually we'll do a full listening session for a minute or so with the doors closed and windows up. Give you a clue of what that sounds like. I'm in a 97 Chevy K3500 extended cab dually, 1 ton. Now, like I said, it's a little different. I don't open up my back windows very often unless they start to rattle, which is quite frequently, but hey, it's good to go. You can't stop that. It's part of the design of the truck. So here we go.
You think you're original? You ain't original. You were programmed to be you. You're a slave and you don't even know it. Shit you think of ain't even your thoughts. Let's step out the box for a minute. Yo, how do we know a God exists? How do we know it's positive? Are you the definition of an angel or the opposite? If you lost your wallet and I found it, I would not commit to stealing it. But if the tables turn, then you would pocket it. See, I've been me for so long, but I still don't know who Hobson is. How come I'm the one my teachers used to have a problem with? I show my music to different labels.
All right, now, this cap, as you can see, it's charged. It's not, you know, I just hooked it up and said, hey, all right, cool, I charged this capacitor. Now, on a good cold day, that registers over 15 volts at startup when I fire up my truck. Now, as you can see,
I just want to touch your heart. I try to reach it in songs. I'm preparing child's futures on the streets with his bums, because it's hard to become something so unique where I'm from. When the sun
as you can see, I lose quite a bit of voltage there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up the doors, give another listening experience on it, and see what my volume levels are like then. See if I can piss off the people right around this area. Okay, here we go.
Represent. Just because the niggas half black don't mean he's ever sent. Your crew is the evidence, and all the minds he's messing with. He's trying to slide, hasn't got my ass about this death for shit. Frontin' like he's truly Jesus, and all you fools believe it. The change he's making isn't good, that's just how you conceive it. It's like y'all broke with the never. It's due to reasons dealing with self-beneficial plans and the movement he's with.